have to go home.
Count the headlights on the highway.
You are home.
It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Jane Pauley.
That's Kate Hudson in her breakout role as Penny Lane in Almost Famous nearly 25 years ago. All these years later, she's assuming a new role, and Tracy Smith invites us to take note.
The music coming from a North Hollywood studio might not be familiar, at least not yet, but you've definitely heard that voice.
You and I will be forever. You will walk off on your own down those streets that you call.
Kate Hudson is fine-tuning her songs. That's right, her songs.
It was glorious.
She's written every word on a new album, Glorious, and it's a role she says she was born to play.
How long have you been writing songs?
Really poorly my whole life. I guess I wasn't ready for it until now.
Why do you think now you're ready for it?
Because I just don't care anymore about what people think, probably. It was never right, whether it was my own stuff or feeling afraid to mess up my movie career or, it just never felt right.
Until now.
Until now. I'm just doing it.
Cool, kind of
just like what you were doing, real simple.
For Kate Hudson, just doing it meant months in the studio,
I guess we're gonna find out.
getting just the right sound.
Oh, we're gonna find out.
She made her stage debut this year at a few smallish events.
I walk me downtown. I don't be shy.
But she didn't sound like a novice.
I'm a top shelf whiskey round two.
Maybe because she's always been on stage, or very close to it.
We are not groupies.
Her first really big role, you recall, was as the legendary Penny Lane in Cameron Crowe's Almost Famous.
Groupies sleep with rock stars because they want to be near someone famous. We're here because of the music. We are Band-Aids.
How fitting is it that your breakout role was in this movie that's essentially a love letter to rock and roll?
It kind of makes sense. I mean, there's probably a reason why Cameron hired me. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense.
Sure, she could act, but she also had the pipes.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz.
As the daughter of Bill Hudson of the 70s band the Hudson Brothers, you might say that music is in her blood.
Those Hudson Brothers are crazy talented musicians and wonderful songwriters. My dad's a great songwriter.
Bill Hudson and wife Goldie Hawn split when Kate was a toddler, so she grew up with her mom's longtime partner, Kurt Russell, and has been estranged from her father for some time.
What's your relationship with him now?
I don't really have one, but it's like it's warming up. There's warming ups of this all happening, but it'll be whatever it will be. I have no expectation of that with my father. It's like I just want him to be happy.
Call me crazy, 'cause I know it's our time, me and you. I'm a talking love.
And what makes her happy is singing, on stage, on camera, or both.
Any musical that you've seen in the last 15 years, I have auditioned for it.
Really?
Oh my God, yes.
Like?
Oh God, I'll never forget. One of my favorite auditions of all time was Moulin Rouge with Baz Luhrmann. And we had so much fun. And at the time, it was written for, I was like 19 at the time, so it was actually written for a young girl.
The only way of loving me, baby, is to pay a lovely fee.
And Nicole ended up doing it. She wanted to do it, and I was like, oh, poor Will. My chances are gone. But yeah, that was, all of them. A ton. That's what we do, we audition.
And between auditions, life happened. Relationships, children, and the kinds of things that inspire songs.
It was you and me forever.
Sure, she writes about love and lust, but maybe not surprisingly, the one song that truly rips her heart out is about Ryder, her son with her former husband, Black Crowes frontman Chris Robinson.
He was everything to me, and then soon there would be three, and you came and changed my life.
It's the strongest love I ever had. So when you have your first child, I was so young. And when I was writing this album, which was 2 years ago now, Ryder was leaving for college. So here I was writing this album, and my son, I'm gonna be right there with you. How old are yours?
They're 16, so not yet.
Get ready. Get ready. But I was like, oh my God, my whole adult life, I've had this incredible partner, and now I have to like say goodbye. So that's really like all of the things I was thinking about in the song. You and I will be forever. Like, you know, go and just thrive and take everything on, you know, have fun. And I'm right here.
The album's out next month, and she's definitely going on tour. In her words, she can't wait to get back on the bus.
What's the feeling inside when you're doing
It just
this?
feels like normal. They say like when you're ready to solo for the first time, you should be kicking the instructor out the plane. Like, get out of here, I'm ready. And that's kind of what I feel like right now. I just feel like I'm ready to do this. I don't have the fear, I just have excitement. It's wild.
At 45, she's still very much involved in acting projects. For Kate Hudson, following one dream doesn't mean giving up on another.
Did you ever have anyone say to you, you can't do music?
There was someone who said to me, and it kind of jarred me a little. It was when I was in my early 30s, and they basically said, it's done, it's past. You're too old. And you know, for me, it wasn't just about being a performer, it was about wanting to write music. So it kind of resonated there for a bit, and then I was like, meh. No one tells me what to do.